I know you wish your name was Mrs. Calder, huh? This party with nobody to love. Nobody. I know you're tired.
What's up, you guys? I want to introduce myself. My name is Carter Ray Vincent. Yes, my name has been legally changed and I am so excited and so happy about it. I can't tell you how great it makes me feel. I've been asked a few questions through my Instagram, so I thought I'd make a video. Since I did go through the court, I did go through the whole entire process through changing my name. I wanted to make this video to hopefully inform you guys who don't know how the process goes. And also, I know that the process has changed a little bit. Okay, so first of all, I live in the state of California, so this process just goes for the state of California. I'm not too sure about other states and what their regulations are, but this was the process for me and for California. All right, so let's get to it. So the very first thing I did through this process was I knew I wanted to change my name legally, and I knew I wanted, all the papers and all my paperwork, birth certificate, driver's license, social security, all that good stuff to be changed because, well, this is who I am and I wanted my paperwork and my legal background and my legal documents to reflect the person that I am. So everything I did, all the legal documents and everything that I had to fill out is in this file. So I'm gonna kind of go through it and tell you like what I had to do and what the steps were. But before I dive into it, I'm gonna take a drink. Okay, back on track. So what I did, I went down to Los Angeles Superior Court and I just asked them because I had no idea what I had to do. I was just doing this from scratch and I was like, hey, what do I need to get my name changed? I asked the front clerk and they told me, here, buy this packet from us and fill it out and bring it back. So I was like, oh, simple, no problem. I paid $2 and they gave me like a 30-page packet. This right here is the packet. It's actually more than 30 pages. So I looked at it and I was like, all right, cool. I'll go home and I'll fill it right out and I'll be right back tomorrow. I go home and I'm laying down all the packet and I'm like, dude, what are they talking about? All these legal references, all these different stuff. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea what they're talking about. There were certain terms that I've never heard of. I was just lost and I was confused and frustrated. Well, something awesome I found out is that my court, and I'm sure other courts have it as well, they have a self-help center. And basically what you do is you can go in there, write your name on the little waiting list, and somebody who's a volunteer that knows what they're doing basically calls you back and helps you fill out the packet. It's perfect. And it's free, so that looks kind of cool. So yeah, I went and I said, hey, look, I want my gender and name change. I have the packet. Please just help me fill it out. So she said to me, I've never done a name and gender change before. I've never helped someone fill out a packet. So I'm super into this, so that way for future references, I know what the hell I'm doing. She was really persistent with me, wanted to make sure she got everything correct, and I really greatly appreciated that. So after I was done filling out this packet, I go downstairs and I file my paperwork. When I get to the front desk, I filed my paperwork and they're like, please give me $500. It cost me about $500 to get a name and gender change paper packet filed. Yes, they do have fee waivers. If you don't make much money, you can fill it out. I don't want to say unfortunately, because I'm very fortunate to have a good job and have money coming in and have a consistent income, but I fortunately did not have the requirements to meet the fee waiver. And I say that because, like I said, I'm grateful for my job. And then after I gave her my money and handed over my $500 fee, she said, all right, you're gonna get a paper letter in the mail that says when your court date is, come on that day, you're good. It came in the mail. I got my court date for April 14th. After that, I went to court and I was sitting in court with my best friend and my mom, and I was super excited to see the judge, and I was just like, I can't wait, this is gonna be an awesome day. I check in with the clerk in the actual courtroom and I'm sitting down, and there's a few other people in the room with different cases that need to see the judge as well. So I'm sitting there, we're all checked in, and all of a sudden, before the judge could even come in, the clerk that had checked me in calls me up front. So I go up and they said, here's your paperwork. You don't even need to see the judge. I was like, wait, what? I don't want you guys to quote me on this because I'm not too sure how true this is. Maybe my case was just different. But the clerk told me that the law has changed that if you're doing a gender and name change, in the state of California, you don't have to actually see the judge. You don't have to justify yourself. How crazy is that? That's pretty cool, honestly. But like I said, don't quote me on that, because maybe I don't know. So they gave me the paperwork. The judge had previously, before that day, had looked through my files and just signed their name and said, okay, give it to them when they get here. And the paper that they gave me was this right here. And on the back, it's stamped with the judge's signature. As soon as I got that done, that's basically saying, okay, it's legal, it's done, have a good life. That day, I went down to DMV, I brought them my court papers, I got my license. This is my temporary license. It says Carter Ray Vincent. It says male. Social security card. No, I'm not flipping you off, I just had to cover my number. I don't want you guys knowing my life. Then after that, I know, such a long process. I had to go down to the Office of Records and basically request a new birth certificate. But before you do that, here's how the birth certificate thing goes. You have to fill out paperwork that you print off online of your name change, your gender change. And basically you have to send it in to Legal Records Office in Sacramento. When you go to court, they give you 2 copies of your court papers. You send in one of the originals to them and you keep the other one. So that way they can legally record it and legally document that I've changed my name and I've changed my gender, so it's finally like official and like documented. Yeah, it was a long process, but it was by far worth every little bit of time and effort that I had to put into that. Every single day I had off that I was driving down to the court, driving, to go get paperwork filled out, driving to the DMV, and patiently waiting for my court date. I couldn't tell you how glad I am that it's finally done and how happy I am with the fact that now that I look at my driver's license, now that I look at my paperwork, I finally see the person that I feel like I am. And that feeling right there, it's ridiculous. I'm just glad that now if I ever need anything or ever need to fill out any type of legal document, I can finally put the person that I am. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to try and answer them and do my best to do so. So, you guys are perfect, you guys are beautiful, be kind to one another, and most importantly, be yourself. I'll see you guys later.